You sit across from a woman who once looked at you like you were unshakable, like you were carved out of something solid, something rare. But now, her eyes drift. Her tone is colder. She cuts in. She questions you. She treats your presence like background noise. And the worst part? You keep trying harder. You explain yourself more. You soften your voice. You chase her approval like oxygen. But let me tell you something, brother. The moment you start proving your worth is the moment she stops believing you have any. It is as if a kind of betrayal has occurred, but it is something rather much more ancient. Every woman is hardwired biologically for survival-based respect, whether she admits it or not. Not romantic respect, not polite respect, primal respect. Her nervous system has developed to identify microsignals in men: hesitation, emotional instability, neediness. Her brain can sense when a man's masculine center collapses before he even notices it. This isn't cruelty. This isn't manipulation. This is biology. For thousands of years, a woman's survival depended on choosing a man who projected strength, certainty, and emotional stability. Not perfection, certainty. Until that certainty goes, so does her respect, overnight. Let me explain how this works neurologically. When you become uncertain, your dopamine drops. If you're chasing reassurance, your testosterone drops. When you over-explain, your prefrontal cortex sends a signal of insecurity, and her biology responds with a programmed instinct. This man is losing control of himself, which means he will not be able to control life. Here's how it plays out. She pulls away, you panic. She becomes distant, you become emotional. She criticizes you, you fold instantly. She loses respect, and you try to win it back with over-affection. With every try, she feels the very thing she fears most. Your center is gone. Allow me to give you a few brutal examples. Example 1. She begins responding with dry, one-word answers, and instead of pulling back, you double text. Example 2. She challenges a decision you made, and in an instant, you change it to keep the peace. Example 3. She gets colder physically, and you compensate with more compliments, more reassurance, more softness. Brother, each of those behaviors tells her subconscious mind, he needs me more than he needs himself. And that's the quickest way to kill respect. And here's the part nobody wants to talk about. You were trained to act this way. Society told you to be softer, more emotional, more vulnerable. Hollywood taught you to chase endlessly. Modern culture shamed you for being assertive. Feminized messaging convinced you to lead from emotion instead of direction. They conditioned men to be precisely the type of men women stop respecting. It's not your fault, but it is your responsibility to wake up. When respect dies, everything else dies slowly with it. First, the tone changes. Then the interest. Then the intimacy. She stops looking at you like a man. She starts to look at you like a burden. And you can feel it. In her distance, in her silence, in her sighs. Respect doesn't explode. It evaporates. And then, by the time you notice it, it's already gone. Here's the part that stings. A woman can love you deeply, and yet still stop respecting you forthwith. And once respect is gone, love follows it like a shadow. This isn't because women are cruel. It's because they're wired to follow strength. Not words, not emotion. Strength, not aggression. Center. So what's the shift? What does the reversal? It's when a man stops outsourcing his worth. When he stops bending, explaining, begging for emotional safety. It's when he becomes calm during conflict, unmoved by distance, grounded in purpose, defined by identity, not approval. The shift that gets women respecting you instantly is when you stop being afraid of losing her. If this message hits something inside you, then don't just listen to it, live it. And if you want more truths that most men never hear, be sure to subscribe, because this journey isn't just about understanding women, it's about becoming the man you were meant to become.